to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go astray. Off topic discussions, that's replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll digress into other roles, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud and our voices are mean. It's the SorareAndrews show. Anything goes, from red football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the SorareAndrews show.
Hello and welcome into the SorareAndrews show. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare, joined as always by Andy Black. Andy, that song just hits different on a Friday. I was here just going, let's go, let's go. Happy Friday, sir.
That was a very old man dance.
Oh
right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Is this like a Trump thing now? Everybody's
Well,
like,
not this one. This one is totally different than the
yeah, his is more out. Mine was more up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old guys, let's go.
It's like an old guy at a wedding.
Yeah. That's me. Thanks everyone for coming in. Rude, Alex Wilson, and Mikey Bassett. It's Friday. It's 5 p.m. Oh, wait, it's not. I was going to say it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's probably in the middle of the ocean. But anyway, congratulations to you three on the podium. Sorare Burrows, Stefan, Just Mike It, Alex, Sorare Cumry, Malky, Sorare Malta said. So, Andy, I read this comment before we came on. And Sorare Malta said, it's Friday. The GF had gone out and got a rum and coke. Let the show begin. And I literally read that as, it's Friday. The go fuck had gone out. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's girlfriend.
I think so too.
Yeah. Congrats, Sorare Malta, on the girlfriend. Anyway. Oh, Gator guy. Look at that.
He's got such a nice like YouTube picture there. His Google picture is just
that is very
professional.
professional.
Yeah.
So knowing that Keith is here live, have you listened to the latest Sorare Homies yet?
I did. That was the first thing I listened to this morning.
Same.
Well, I drank my coffee and didn't really get anything done at work.
Oh, perfect Friday.
Yeah.
I waited until after the deadline, but they were talking about how he and Alistair, Sorare Down Under, were talking about how they listen to podcasts on 2x. Well, Alistair's does 1.5, Keith's 2. And he was like, I can listen live when it's, now that I know he's here, I almost want to like speak slower just to see.
Yeah, or we could be like the guy from the Micro Machines commercials back in the day. And we can talk really, really fast.
It's weird that I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's the fastest talker or reader or something. I think he's the fastest speaker in the world.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be. I don't know.
Not maybe. He definitely was. He
definitely was. Yeah. I wasn't
Guinness
counting
World.
myself. Yeah. But anyway. So yeah, Anyan, what's up? Tuggy liked stream once the song ended. Yeah, Tuggy's not a fan of this song. And yet Malky liked it only because of the song.
You know, I think that if Tuggy doesn't like it so much, he should write a new song for us. Play a little acoustic set for us.
Wow. I was never a big acoustic guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. So Malta said, I think that's the first time in my life I've been congratulated for having a girlfriend. I mean, why not? Congrats on being happy.
Yeah, congrats. You got 2 congrats today.
Yeah. Misagi said, I'm a serial Sorare data intro skipper. Oh, whatever. Anyway, Andy, the topic for today, what was it called? It's not supposed to be easy. I feel like we've talked about this before. Maybe I've even used the title, but I wasn't going to look it up. I was realizing this yesterday. I did this like Twitter thread last night because I was going through some results to see basically just how much money I had lit on fire trying to chase Challenger in-season cash when I realized I'm just a contender boy.
I always kind of knew that about you.
Yeah, I really am. Argentina and Japan, it's just those are my people. And all of this Eredivisie Jupiler and Major Leagues. It's just not for me.
Yeah. I still am so salty about the way the regions are split up. Like Champion America was so good. Bring back Champion America. I love Champion America.
If you could have one of these two things back, what would you take back?
Ooh,
Champion
this is
America or like legitimate island midweeks?
No, give me Champion America. Yeah. It's the
Wow.
Americas just duking it out.
Okay, that's
What's
fair.
better than that?
Island midweek. No.
No, I mean selfishly, yeah, I would love that, but I think there's a I don't know, and maybe that's selfish too, just wanting the Americas all duking it out together. But I always thought that was kind of a fun aspect.
Misaki's asking for Champ Asia back too.
Yeah, yeah.
Keith said Champion America for sure, but like Keith was never a late Wednesday, Thursday night Atlas sweater like you were. Still
Yeah,
are.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay to like. Well, I don't think that they're like related. Maybe they are related a little bit, like the island midweeks, but like you still wouldn't get those because if other teams aren't playing, you're not getting them.
No, but what if they just did them? What if they were like, yeah, their games? Sure, let's do it. We'll let
Yeah.
you play.
And they'll give away one box.
Yeah. 99%, one essence, 1%.
I'm a
5
Mike.
level
Be
ups.
greedy, want both. Yeah, give us both, and I'm fine. Honestly, if they gave away like if the rewards really were like we're giving away 3 boxes, I would still be like happier because right now it's like sometimes there's spots where you can't even use those cards.
So somebody was actually bringing that up in Sorare Argentina Discord. So Racing are playing in the Sudamericana final this weekend.
Okay.
And the only place you can play those cards is in whatever that double
you
defender.
can't play them in contender or because it's not part of a contender.
Right. So the only one is the.
Oh.
Why am I blanking on the word that they use? Something.
Yeah, it's the double defender thing. So, yeah, why do we have to have a fancy name for double defender? But no, it's funny because I have some of those Argentina cards, and it didn't even cross my mind that they were only popping up in the builder inside of those competitions.
And the worst is that if for Racing at least, like I think the optimal lineup is 2 midfielders, and you just can't do it.
Yeah.
So what you do is you buy extra cards to play another lineup so that you can get both of those guys in. But yeah, not that was like a swing and a miss, because that would imply that Sorare cares about South American competitions, which they don't. And so it's just like, yeah, whatever. But like not even having an all-star, I guess because it's only one. Like they're not going to open all-star because they happen to have one licensed team that's playing in a non-whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even having Champion America wouldn't even fix that though, because they would still be playing in some weird competition, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Suramoto said the Ulsan are the same way. They'll fully rotate for their last K-League game and then play ACL Tuesday. Himmer Thompson from Twitter. Doesn't geographic regional comps potentially improve engagement within the game? I'm more inclined to play comps where I'm going to have the opportunity to watch games during normal waking hours. Also, the updates on team info somewhat roll out more in sync. I mean,
the team info stuff just comes out randomly no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I get it. Like this morning, I did find some useful nuggets inside of some of the Premier League press conferences, but it was like nothing actionable, nothing I could actually do anything with.
Yeah. Yep. And like Atlas played last night. I guess we know how Luis Reyes is going to go this weekend, but
right.
Oh man, Glenn just said Quinones just scored against Ronaldo.
Yeah, I do miss him.
That tweet. Were you the one who shared that tweet?
I did. Yeah.
That was like soul crushing. That tweet.
He still loves Atlas.
He loves Atlas.
And he replied to Atlas's like tweet that they won the game last night with, I forget what it
It
was.
was like
but
Mia Moore or something like that.
Yeah,
I was like, I know what
I
that
love
means.
you. I love you and miss you. It's like,
So do
Come on.
we.
come back. Yeah.
Vamos, please. Yeah, it's. And apparently he's doing so well that he's scoring against El Nasser. He's not coming home.
He did share something a few weeks back that basically said that like he still has like ambition to move to Europe or something. So maybe we'll get some utility, little challenger utility.
There's plenty of contender in Europe.
Yeah, that's fine too. He can go to Stoke City.
Oh, no, that's challenge. Don't you want him in contender so you can play him with
Oh,
your
I guess
Atlas
it is
card?
weird that one of the second divisions is challenger.
That is, I know everybody's gonna be like, it's the 6th biggest league, and nobody cares. I had somebody drop the whole like attendance thing on me recently. I forget who it was. They're like, it's one of the most well-attended leagues in the world. I'm like, there are 24 teams.
Yeah.
Like, of course there are gonna be more.
Yeah, but per capita, Laird, what's the attendance? You know.
Who knows? Surfer said, I got some lowball offers on my JQ Unique this game week. Didn't realize I could have used him. Oh, I don't know. I don't think you could have used him. Could we have used him?
I mean, there was at least one ACL game or something, because I had seen that I could have used someone else.
I don't think that game today counts. Yeah, I think that's just a league game. Andy, what do you think? What do you think the low ball offer was that Surface got? Like, how low do you think the low ball offer was?
It's a fun game. $300.
I'm literally going to guess like $30.
Yeah, it's
Surface,
probably under.
If you could tell us, was it the Harper way? Did he offer on? I mean, he's the only person I know buying Saudi cards.
Yeah.
Florenzi from Twitch said, hello, I guess if by a miracle American Asia come back, Sorare could sell their cards higher because who wants to buy America Asia in February when they'll be beaten up by the European Challenger and European Contender cards? MLS kills these guys. What are you talking about? Some guys will FOMO, but many won't do the same as in August.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got nothing on that one.
But you're right. The DPs in the MLS are muy bien.
Yeah. Misaki said guessing $50 for the JQ Unique. Did I tell you that I almost bought a Unique the other day?
Oh, I think you did.
Somebody bought it. Someone else.
Who was selling it?
Roxy.
Yeah. I noticed Roxy and I think JR Duke. I think both of those guys were liquidating a lot of Uniques.
Roxy is certainly selling everything and had this Paulinho Unique that I was just like, this is one of those things that like I have no use for that card. I would literally play. I wouldn't even play it down because I have a super rare that has higher XP and I have rares with higher. Like I would never use this card, but I was like, I just kind of want it. I like Paulinho, and somebody bought it. And
not the good Paulinho that plays in Liga MX, right?
No, not that one.
Not the good one.
No. This one plays for Midtjylland in Denmark. He might go to Brazil. So staying in Challenger, but somebody else bought it and immediately relisted it for 8 times more. And I was like, I wonder if I can pull this up.
Have you ever looked at Uniques on the manager sales page?
Very rarely. In fact, the answer is probably no. It's
some of the most obscene, unserious behavior going on. Like, just look at Pal Traders listings.
So speaking of, thank you for bringing Pavel into this.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking that I wanted to get this Paulinho Unique, there was also a Christopher Olsen Unique. Christopher Olsen plays for Midtjylland. and had like he didn't have an aneurysm, but like he had like a very serious like health emergency. He was like literally in a coma within the past few months. Miraculously, he is back in training. Like there was a possibility, like people were like, he will never like live normally again. And he's literally back in training.
Damn.
And it's crazy.
So what happened to him?
He like collapsed at home. And it turned out he had some sort, I don't think it was technically an aneurysm, but he had some blockage in his brain that like caused it. And he literally was in a coma for months. I have a Christopher Olsen super rare in my Hall of Fame because I think he's great. And obviously all of that happened and it was like, my God.
I did just see his unique listed somewhere.
Because I sent an offer to Pavel for it.
Okay.
Christopher Olsen's rare card is on the market. So it got snap bought. It was basically $2 for an in-season. How much do you think Pavel wanted for the unique?
Oh, it's like 2 ETH or something.
It was actually a steal, if that's what you think. But he wanted half an ETH. And I think
that's
I
not
sent
in season, correct? It's
not in season, yeah.
Full season, yeah.
And then I think he lowered it, but now it's is that 2 ETH? Yeah, just under 2 ETH. Good guess.
Yeah, I think that's the one I saw.
Yeah. So this card was not listed, and then I wanted to buy it, and then he listed it. But let's see what we got here.
It's just weird because, I mean, I'm always in the camp of, seller can sell a card for whatever they want to sell it for, list it for whatever you want to list it for. But for a guy that basically, like, his business is buying and selling cards, he does not seem interested at listing those cards at a reasonable amount at all.
So I don't know if he still has it. Let me see.
It's like super and maybe it's because he wants to use those cards. I don't know, but he's not serious about selling those cards.
He used to have like his club name used to be something about like I want to reach 1 million Sorare cards or something like that. And sometimes when you see his selling prices, you're like, oh yeah, you're actually not trying to sell cards. You're here to just accumulate cards. I wish I could like sort Pavel out from here because it never works. But the one that always gets me, and I don't think it's the unique. Like it's not this one, but like, wow, somebody bought Ronaldo yesterday. Like what makes somebody list a Ronaldo rare for $13,000?
I don't know. I was looking at it. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's a jersey man or something.
No, it's just one.
Boredom, maybe. I don't know, or just hoping someone will misclick.
Who do you think misclicks on a $15 million card like this one?
I don't know.
My favorite, Andy, is that if you try to trade for this card, you'll be blocked.
Yeah, that's a fair.
So like,
stance.
why even take the time to list this card for 4,690.16 ETH?
It's a very specific amount.
It is. I wonder if they expire or not. But they do let them expire. I wonder if it's the same ETH amount every time. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it is going down. All right. So ETH-wise, they're coming to the realization that maybe it's not going to sell.
Yeah.
But they clearly just relisted every single time. And it's like, what are we doing?
Maybe when it gets down to 3,000 ETH, someone will snap by it.
Maybe. That's a good point. Maybe if we get market credits on the secondary market.
Ooh.
This is the only one, by the way. It's the only Ronaldo unique card, I believe.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Only one. Literally unique.
That's why he wants $15 million for it.
Tuggy said it's the same reason someone lists João Felix for 100 ETH. I don't think I've ever seen a 100 ETH João Felix offer. Anyway, so you were looking at uniques, you said?
Yeah. Mostly it's PAL, but like I see lots of other people doing it too, where they just have them listed at bizarre amounts.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like notorious for, and the funny thing is like if you go back to that Oscar Whaley card, if you go back to ongoing public offers, I remember like a year ago, granted different time, but like I offered him, I think it was over an ETH for that card, and thank God I am too cheap, because he was supposed to get the job at Chivas, but clearly he didn't.
Didn't seem to get that one.
Thank you for being stubborn.
Can I? Oh yeah, here we go. Like what? I was actually talking to somebody the other day that I'm not sure Pavel knows the difference between in season and class, like that there's a difference. But this is like, I don't get it.
I mean, that's even his highest listed cards. If you scroll down or sort by like lowest to highest on the unique side, I don't think it's going to get much better. You got to deal.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. So are any of these guys red X's? I wouldn't be shocked if they were red X cards.
I don't know who Kim Bo Kyung is. Man, imagine having 2 uniques of this guy. Oh, I guess he used to be good.
You can get that Bedoya, Laird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good one for your gallery.
Yeah, like Langerick is in the A League now.
Yeah.
And
but if you want to pay 3 ETH for his card.
Right. Like, does this look like someone who wants to sell cards?
I know, but still, it's like 1 ETH. He's coming off a red card.
That's a really nice looking card. I didn't realize it had that background. Oh, Mike Basson said that first guy's in K2 now. This guy, Kimbo Kyung.
One ETH for a 48L15 guy.
Are there any cards actually selling for an ETH now? Like even uniques?
I mean, go look at are you talking classic or like primary stuff?
Either one.
I guess you can sort that really easily.
Well, hold on. Surely it's not
just do uniques. You went way too far back.
How far? I mean, okay.
Just do the last since September.
That's what I did. This is September right here.
Oh.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
All right, so there are.
Do October and November.
This filter never works for me. Here we go. October 1st through, well, it doesn't even matter. Confirm. Yeah, we'll probably have to. Cole Palmer, Harry Kane, Ederson, Chevalier, Lo Celso, Atibolu. That might, oh no. Majeki, Mambardashvili. What the hell is on Mikey Moore?
Yeah, what is Mikey Moore?
Huh. Wow.
Rookie card, I guess.
Basil does love his rookie cards. All right.
Did you notice that none of the rookie cards can have animated editions?
No.
I think that's right.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Big prospect.
Chat loves Mikey Moore. It's a name that just kind of like flows off your lips as well. Mikey Moore.
Ooh, I like this theory. Ben says, is it possible that Pavel lists them at these prices for accounting purposes? Like he can report his inventory as being higher by listing this high?
Maybe.
I don't think it's fair of me to do this, but I just kind of assume that everybody who is as into crypto as Pavel doesn't worry about accounting and taxes.
Yeah, my guess is it's more lazy. Like he's relisting cards via a bot or a child labor or something, and
The
he has a
original bot.
list, and they go off the spreadsheet. They're like, oh, I don't know. Those aren't his cards, are they?
No.
But yeah, no, he'll look up the spreadsheet and he'll just list the card, he or she.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny to me is that I'm looking at these cards, and for the most part, I'm just thinking like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
I know Sven Van Beek. I had his limited. He's in Qatar or Saudi right now. But there are so many people on this platform who think that all of the guys we're looking at right now in limited and rare should be like usable and valuable cards.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad we brought this up because this does actually kind of go into a topic that I've wanted to discuss for a bit. The conversation where people talk about Sorare being less interesting, less fun because the stakes are too low.
Hit me with it.
Well, my perspective is it's a really hard conversation. It's a really hard thing because like the first thing I would say is, oh, we'll just play a higher scarcity. Go play unique. What we just talked about explains why it is so hard to get into unique. Because if you want to buy the in-season ones, you have to go pay top dollar on the primary market where there's lots of competition. People want those. If you want to get into the classic side, well, we just saw what you have to deal with. You have to deal with people that want more for the classic card than what the in-season card would sell for now.
Yeah.
And since it's like a individual seller, they can just be stubborn. That's all they have to do is be stubborn, and you don't get the card. And there's only one of them, so or 1 to 3 or something like that of each card. So if he doesn't want to, if he is going to be stubborn, then who else are you going to go to?
So I came upon that with this like Pavel Christopher Olsen thing. Because I was like, oh, I'll just go somewhere else. Because he has 3 uniques on the market. Oh, excuse me, he has 3 uniques on the platform. Paulinho only had 1. So I was like, if I don't get that Paulinho one, then it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
The absurdity that I like thought about this for more than like 5 seconds also is just like, we don't need to get into that. But it's not like Pavel is in a position where he's winning so much at the unique level that it actually benefits him to hold those cards.
Yeah.
But I do think you were saying how like there's a lot of competition for these in-season uniques. Is there? There's a lot of money that you have to go against.
Right.
Like Pranksy and Bambi and
yeah.
If anybody else is left.
I mean, you just showed some of the recent sales. Like those cards are more expensive than what the classic cards should sell for.
Yeah.
So like if you're just trying to get into the unique game, you would tend to think people would be after the classic cards first. Maybe, I don't know.
Server said, I still maintain Pavel didn't make shit and lost tons of money and everyone called me crazy. He's had so many cards for so long. Turnover is less than you think. His gallery depreciation must be huge. Pavel has a more worthless crap in his gallery than anyone in the history of NFTs. I still think he made a truckload of money.
I would say that conversation, though, has changed a little bit over the last 9 months.
Sure.
Just with the change from in season to classic, and it's a totally different conversation now.
Yes. Just like everything else on Sorare.
Right.
I would actually argue that the bots made Pavel less, like that was a bigger hit to Pavel than the new gameplay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like by far.
Yeah.
The number of
people who are more willing to just instantly go to a bot and take a immediate response.
Right.
Versus dealing with the back and forth with him.
And for the most part, understanding counteroffers. Like you can figure out kind of like what bots are valuing cards at, whereas Pavel, it was always absurd. It was one of those that like, hey, I'd like you go to Pavel, he has a card you want, you offer him a card and what you think is a reasonable, even call it like $100. And he's like, how about $4,000? And you're just like, what? Like then it never made like,
it just, it was makes me remember. It makes me remember the time that I forget who it was. Somebody reached out to him and asked how much he would pay for a bunch of super rares. And his response was like, I forget the exact response, but it was like, think about the floor value of those cards. And it would be less or even less or something like that. You might remember the direct quote, but it was funny.
The one that got me was, and Surface was part of this when he tried to get the Hans Van Aken.
Oh yeah.
And we had a whole conversation, like a bunch of us, like trying to value it. And like, let's say the value at the time was like $5,000. And he went to Pavel and Pavel was basically like, no, $35,000. And he was like, what? Like where? And he's like, it's the unique, like just what you said before. If you have the only one, like you can do that. But it was just so far beyond any
right. If you're trying to
number.
Skim 5% off me, 10% or something, I get it. But he was off by like $20,000 or something.
Right. Like he always uses.
I
remember when his name changed from 120% to 134%, and everybody's like, "This is ridiculous. Nobody's ever going to do a deal with him again." People kept doing it. And now he's lowered it to 129. And you even do the math. And that Van Aken one, it was like, you're not asking for 129%. You're literally asking for 129 times what this is. And it was just like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Ryan Dino said, is Pavel the account that would cause Sorare the biggest problem if he left? No.
There's no exit liquidity for him. I don't think.
Right. Like, so there was a time where Pavel was, without a doubt, the most important gallery on the platform. And it was because he was the one who could provide exit liquidity. And we all knew that no matter how big our galleries got, Pavel would be able to save the day. And at some point in the last 2 years, that stopped happening. Like, and I think what a lot of people don't appreciate is Pavel doesn't make his money or didn't make his money over the years by taking your 3 bad cards and giving you 1 good card. It was I'll buy your gallery for 50% what it's worth and even sell it and then try to sell it for 200%. But like the gallery buys are how he just cleaned up, and those stopped. And I think there are a lot of galleries on the platform now that, because Pavel, like nobody's going to buy them out, that they're still here, but Pavel's not really buying them anymore. And so like when you're looking at the cards he's not selling, if that account like closed tomorrow, I'm not sure how many people even notice.
Yeah. I mean, It would have to be one bulk buyer, and if that's the case, it's not as if you're going to see transactions for each of those cards on Sorare data or anything. So it's not like you're going to see all these cards selling for 50 cents. It's just going to be a new guy that's pal, right?
I guess it's. I mean,
He can't liquidate those cards individually. It's just not going to happen. There's not enough liquidity, buyers, anything. Like, how's he going to sell half a gallery worth of red X's?
unique red X's, no less. So he's got. Sorry, I was trying to calculate it here. He's got 200, just over, 232,000 cards. 232,000. And yeah, there's who would buy that?
Well, we know probably 100,000, probably more than that. Probably 150,000 of those cards are in today's Sorare completely worthless and useless.
What do you think his best card is? Like, I'm going to pull up the roster prices, which is going to be really wonky because like I think one of the biggest problems that came with Pavel recently when he stopped doing these gallery buys is he doesn't get any good cards anymore.
I was thinking that he probably had some good ones. No, am I wrong?
I don't know. It's like taking forever to load.
I was thinking he had like a Vinny in season or something.
I don't think he gets many in seasons. And obviously, like the values are going to be all wonky for uniques and super rares. We all know this, but like,
well, it's that Brandon Austin card. Turns out. And here's the messed up thing, Laird. That's if he were to go and list that card, that's probably what he would list it at.
For sure, it might be listed right now. It is. He wants 10 grand for this card right there. 2.995 ETH. Like what?
Yeah. Like what would be a reasonable offer for that card? Like $20?
I was gonna say, like, it's actually like $20, yeah.
But here's the deal. You send him an offer for that card, he thinks you know something, and he's like, oh, a future U23 unique, 10 grand. I'm firm on that.
He won an auction back in August for this Yamal super rare.
That's probably his best card then, right?
All right. It's actually a pretty good return so far. All right, so we've got one good card, Yamal super rare. I'm not even sure I can like keep loading this page. It's so many cards.
He's got a couple of starting goalkeepers up there, although I don't know if McMath is still going to be the guy. But
Server said the group chat said 2.5 to 3 ETH for that Vanaken super rare. Excuse me, unique, and he wanted 7.5. But he did almost get 7.5 in value in a trade because it was literally the same 2-month period Pranksy arrived. Yeah, Pranksy got that card. I remember. God, these cards.
I forgot Daryl Dyke existed.
He can't get rid of this Jonathan David, even though he accidentally got rid of it. Actually, is it even that one? Like this Leandro Gonzalez Perez card is listed right now for $6,583. I bet you can get his in-season rare, $8. Jeez.
Like one card that I'm actually would be interested in is the Sepulveda Sepu God, and there's no way I would ever get that card from him ever.
He's 2 of them.
Yeah, and I won't get either of them. And it's not as if like he's like some great player or something. He's 33 years old playing in Liga MX. It's a card that should not be worth very much, and I haven't even made him an offer because he's not reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
It's a waste of my time, waste of his time.
I think you can make an argument that most of the cards that we've looked at on this page are literally worthless.
Yeah,
like worth 0. Don't you dare pull that Paxton worthless stuff with me.
That's a burn contract card, I think.
Aiden Morris. Did Pavel win this deal? Aiden Morris unique for Paxton. Emil Smith-Rowe unique.
Ooh,
Who's got it now?
that's a good card.
Still got it.
That's a
Not
great card.
single. Ooh, Mike, I like this question. What's the best SO5 team you could make out of Pavel's uniques? I mean, he's got lineups this weekend.
Did he make the best lineup though?
I don't know. I do find it funny that he now refuses to sell cards that are in lineups.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's winning. You know, he's podium already.
You captain the goalkeeper. Of course. Of course, you captain the goalkeeper.
That has Sorare data lineup suggestion written all over. Did it here too?
Yeah, and was he even certain to start? Didn't he hit Neuer?
I think like minutes before. No, he's it was like a testing before the game.
Ah, okay.
But Pablo didn't give a shit about that. Let's see. Man, I don't even know what to say about this.
He has lots of guys I don't know, so it's hard for me to be like that's the best one.
Yeah.
Where does he have the Yamal? Oh, well, Yamal's hurt or something right now, anyways.
Yamal's hurt. Well, let's just try to find what the best card is. He's got 33 Fred Emmings.
Oh, including in a super rare, nice.
All right, hold on. Sorry for anybody who's listening because you don't see us.
Riveting.
Just scrolling through.
Trying to find a good lineup.
I'm just looking for a good card. I put offers on this card years ago. I think Skosmo owned this card at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, so he had a different one. Sorry. But I thought about buying this card specifically for Cap 240 unique. That was going to be my way in. Olivier Giroud.
He hasn't scored a single goal in the MLS yet.
Is that right? Not one.
I think that's right. Yeah.
I mean, that's Vlap's super rare is not bad.
It's not great.
It's not great when you have 200,000 cards.
I mean, would we consider the Van Aken SR a good card?
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
He also has that Paintsel unique, which is kind of an interesting card.
No, it's not. Did he just get this card? Because it looks like he's never won a reward with it. Whoops, hold on. Boy, this has been passed around. Oh, yeah. Last month. Somebody just sold out. You got a new Evander? All right.
Oh, you got a St. Louis City logo. How about that?
And now he's gone. All right. We'll find one. Luke Ayling. That's Harry Trades' boy. Mike said the Zorgane Super has got to be classed as decent. Yeah, that's fair. Do you think that there are more guys here that you know or don't know?
Way more than I don't know.
Right? Same. I'm like, who are these guys?
Not close, Laird. Not close.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, I know everybody in the game, but, like, man.
Yeah.
Donnarumma Super Rare seems good when he plays.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan, all right. I'm just skipping the... Oh, he's got a Teji. Oh, I tried to buy this Teji, too.
That lineup right there,
37, he wanted 52.
I don't know a single player in that lineup.
You don't know Teji? 7E? 7A? Is it even 7 yet? I don't know. Who are, I mean, like, I know Summit, like, I know Kondogbia. I have his unique, his limited. There's Kelleher. All right. Heard of him? Oof. Contender. I'm not going to know any of these guys. Oh, Spurtsian.
I probably have a better chance at knowing some of these contender guys than the other one.
But they're all European ones. You don't know any of these Euro guys.
Oh yeah,
McGregor and Super.
Water, yeah, McGregor. Some Russians up there.
Man,
He's got Dominguez.
You're just reading names now.
No, he plays for Quito. It's funny because shout out to Peachy. He's going back he's visiting Ecuador, and he said he's going to try to get me something from Quito.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. Now that I said it on stream, he has to. So.
Do you still have that Alvarado?
I do, yeah.
Is it unique?
Yeah. What am I going to do with it?
You list it for 10 ETH. That's what you do with it.
Yeah. Send it in a trade offer for Sepulveda. Genius.
Man. This is so many lineups too.
How many does he have?
You haven't been counting?
Oh, I guess you got to count them, huh? That's not a bad lineup right there. He's got Jules and
Yeah, you're right.
I guess
I think Lewandowski's hurt, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know.
He probably just didn't go to international duty or something.
Kubo?
Fake injury.
This guy's pretty good. Luis Milla. Got a couple Modric super rares. We in the Prem now? Here we go. Well, here's come the guys that we know, Andy. Like Malo Gusto and Ashley Young. Oh my God, double Ashley Young captain.
Of course he has the cells. Of course he does.
2.
I mean, these guys were all probably 100% to play on the builder, right?
Probably. Kulusevski's been great.
Do you think he just smacks that suggest button?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I bet it's more of like a soft rub.
Will there ever be a magic button?
Maybe.
I mean, I could see someone like him that being very, very advantageous to him.
Surely, yeah.
You should charge more for it.
We probably should. You're right.
Because the people that are going to use it are the people that are like this.
Yeah. Let me see if I can look up how many.
You need a platinum membership for the Magic.
We talked about it a lot. Legend tier, it was called.
I like that.
Let me see what game week we are in here. What are we in? 29?
Yeah, game week 29.
But our game.
It's so nice seeing actual games being played today. International break is over. We're back. We are back, baby.
This one felt particularly just awful. Okay, here we go. I got the list here. Most lineups by manager this game week.
Oh, okay.
Were you going to guess? Like, I didn't think you were going to guess, but then you look like you wanted to guess.
I don't want to guess.
Do you want to guess the manager or the number?
I'll guess the number, and I'll just do an over/under. I'll say it's over 100.
So Rasko Masaki said Nanzo. Nanzo has the most, yes. Nanzo is one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 managers who have more than 100.
It's crazy. One
manager has exactly 100, though. Nanzo has 128. Pavel, tied for second, has 125.
Jesus.
Pranksy's at 119. Let's see if I can scroll down to anybody we know.
How do you even get through that? That's
Sean has 79. Do you know how many you have?
Not that many. Like I think with my training lineups, it was like 30 something.
Surface has 68. So does our friend Tom C. Sorry, I'm literally just scrolling a list of Sorare managers. Yeah, it's a lot. I think I had 35.
Yeah, I'm probably right around there. Which even that was a lot of work.
Right?
Just, I'm not going crazy or anything. I'm not researching every player or anything like that, but between checking Sorare data, Sorare Inside, Twitter, looking up news for a couple of guys that are returning from international duty, I spent a few hours on it last night, and that's only 30 lineups.
Ryan Dini said they must start picking lineups as soon as the game week opens to them. Maybe.
Yeah, and they finish.
Pico player, it does not include training. No.
Man.
It's a lot, man. Did you see? I think I shared it with you. The Sorare Wiki guy who did like a video of him doing all of his lineups. It was like what is that called? Where it's time lapse.
Oh, the out of context.
Did they do it too?
They must have reposted it or something.
Oh, okay. But it was like 2 screens. One was the Sorare data lineup builder, where they would click each individual position and then one by one put the cards. Like they wouldn't actually build the lineup in the lineup builder.
Yeah.
But they would use the lineup builder in order. And I was just like, man, that's the least efficient way to use this tool. Like literally.
Yeah, that's the old way of doing things.
But not even, because like they weren't even saving the lineups in the lineup builder.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yikes.
I had to write back because I was like, why don't you just?
You were like, please let me help you. I will help you this weekend. Do a screen share with me, and I will do your lineups for you.
So like this is the video. So you can see they're not actually like they're clicking at each position in the lineup builder, getting the list, and then putting them in. And I will say the new lineup submitter on Sorare looks very nice. But this is wild. Anyway. Ben said, imagine doing that before the button. I think there are a lot of people who do more lineups now because of the button.
I believe that.
Both
buttons, the suggest button as well. Because I will use the suggest a button once I get done with like lineups that I care about. If I know that all of my contender guys, I've already used my good contender guys, and they're all playing away, and I really don't think that the lineups have a chance, I'll start slapping that suggest button, at least to where I have lineups in, but I know that they really realistically, because a lot of the cards I have, like they need a good matchup and they need to be at home. Like Atlas, like granted they did win an away game in their home city, but they still didn't get a clean sheet. There was no, like if you look through their lineup, it's like there was not a winning lineup in there.
Yeah.
So
that's a funny way to say it.
Yeah.
Did you see that they put in a Gator Guy filter in the lineup builder now?
Oh God, no. Who's they?
Sorare. Playing away. And they will literally take out cards of players who are playing away.
I love it. We should get that really professional looking picture of Keith and just put it right next to
it. You're right. Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have that, right? You just click the little H or away button and it'll remove people, or not?
I don't think it removes people. I think that we maintain that there are people who occasionally have good games playing away.
Yeah. I like the way that you guys do it.
It's great. Ryan Dina said he needed a real candle in that video to highlight how long it took. And you still can't filter by league or team. Yeah, maybe.
It is wild. Like I don't know. I shouldn't say anything, but like I don't want to say it gets worse. Like the builder gets worse because I don't think it's worse. But they seem to be putting a lot of energy into that, and it's. I'm probably talking out of turn when I say that a lot of people still just don't use it. That's probably my echo chamber of people that I know that don't use it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so maybe there is a ton of people that use it. I don't know.
Do you want to know the truth?
Yeah,
It's not for you.
yeah,
They know that you don't use it,
yeah.
and they're
That's fair.
okay with you not using it.
Yeah, it's for the new people, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was SR Monkey said once that like they asked him for feedback on the lineup builder, or maybe he was just giving it, and they were like, you should just use Sorare data. Like that's their advice.
Yeah,
It's like they're right. They're right.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Germ said, when ads in the builder, Sorare Lite, like the Sorare builder or the Sorare data builder. There are ads already in the Sorare builder. You're just prompted to buy Sorare cards.
Right. The primary market ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? Mikey Baston getting us on topic here. The read the builder. It's not supposed to be easy. Man, I forgot to talk about that today.
It's not supposed to be easy part? Dude, we still have some time.
Couple minutes. All right.
Yeah.
Now that we're 57 minutes in, we can get on topic. So I did a Twitter thread last night talking about my results, some of which came about because I had won cards in classic competitions. And so like the biggest win I've had this year was I finished second in contender in season rare that I won $1,000. And within that lineup was an Ezekiel Unsane card that I had won in Division 2 contender.
Mm-hmm.
I won Division 2 contender. Like that was the first place prize. It was a goalkeeper worth $50. And I remember I was happy that I won him because I had thought about buying him and it was a card that I like wanted to get and I won it. And I was like, cool. But it was also like, man, first place, huh? But then I was able to turn that card along and spend a little money on other cards to win, to win the cash. And I was just thinking that everyone talking about like, oh, the game is so hard now. You need 80,000 points to win a tier 5. And it's like, the game is not marketed as like an easy way to win anything. And
we're just so like, it's so ingrained into us all. Is a community is, especially like people like myself, Surface, I don't know, all of us old school guys.
Yeah.
We would just win every week.
Yeah.
Literally play the game and win every week. And things had to change. Like that can't happen forever, right?
I think the unfortunate thing is that we knew there were two things that were going to make the game harder from when we used to just win every week. Like the expectation.
Click submit, wait 2 days, and win. That was the game loop.
But like that was actually the game loop.
Yeah.
And we did it every single game week. And so the two things that were going to make the game harder were more users, because the more users you bring on, there's going to be a percentage of those that are good at the game and will be more competitive, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless we get more Gary V's, you know.
Sure. But even if we got more Gary V's, like we were going to get more people who were good at the game and more cards, because it meant the cards, instead of like only being able to have 100 Kimmiches in a contest, now there are like 400, and like you have to compete against 400 of them. And both of those things, well, the more users probably didn't happen. I do think the users are better at the game now. Like I think the average user is better at the game now than they were.
They don't even need to be. They don't need to be. They have better.
But you're right. They don't need to be.
They have better access to tools that will just do it for them.
Sure. Sorry, not sorry. And there are just so many more cards out there that, like, forget about the fact that part of that leads to lower prices, and so now more people can have better cards. But that's what happens when there are more cards. And so the game is getting harder, and the response is like, hey, you broke the game. And it was like, no, the two things that we knew would make the game harder over time happened. Nobody said this was going to continue to be this easy.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to bring that up 57 minutes into a show called This Isn't Supposed to Be Easy.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with any of that. I think you nailed all of that. I think people are not just, I don't think there's a lot of people complaining about that, like that aspect of it. I think it's more like the annoyance with like the nerfs that they saw with essence and boxes, and I'm just trying to think of some of the complaints that I've heard, and like that is classic too hard. It doesn't matter. The answer to that question doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It just
It's
doesn't.
as hard as it is, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, as long as we look at classic competitions as the place to win cards, there's nothing that Sorare can do to make it easier. Like, there's a finite number of cards and an infinite number of people who can come in and play. I guess there's a finite number because they need to have enough cards to compete. But like, the number of people who can compete who can come in and join and play classic is way higher than the number of like cards that they're going to have. And there are a ton of cards out there. Like, the game is only going to get harder in terms of like winning cards.
Yeah.
Ben said divisions arguably make it easier. I don't know if it makes it easier. It just spreads out the difficulty.
Yeah, and easier to win a crappier card as well.
That's fair. Yeah. Like, I think there are plenty of viable complaints about the game right now. The game being too hard falls on deaf ears for me.
Yeah. Agreed.
Anyway, yeah, now it's complaining.
I just want guys that all score 100 is all I want.
Same. I tried to buy one today, but it didn't work.
How often, and I see it happen to other people too, but how often do you feel like this happens to you? You have 4 guys in your lineup and they all go nuts. And then you have 1 guy left. Whether it's goalkeeper, a forward, or whoever. This happened to Dylan. He had 4 guys go nuts. He got his clean sheet, captain 100, and last day of the game week he had, I think it was Tenali, and I was just like, I know what situation you're in, and I was like, this is not going to end well. Tenali's away to France or something, and all he needed was like a decisive for a podium, like 60 points. I was like, just thinking in my head, I've been in those shoes so often. He's probably going to get a red card. Honestly, they'll catch him gambling on the field and they're going to send them off. And not only are you not going to win anything, but now he's going to be suspended. So
yeah,
it just
and you'll get
like
relegated.
Always happens. It's like the world is set up. And people talk about the Friday curse. I don't have a problem with the Friday curse. What I have a problem with is the Sunday night, Sunday afternoon games, and it's my last player left in my lineup, and they just are like, whoa, what? Soccer? I don't know. What is this? Do I use my feet? It's crazy.
I mean, isn't it better to at least have the 4 good scores? You're going in with a sweat.
Yeah, no, it's the hope that kills you, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I love the sweat, so I'll take the sweat every time.
Yeah, I think that's for sure. Andy, I've got 2 boxes to open.
Oh, before you open them, you didn't agree whether you've experienced that or not, and I know why, because you don't.
I didn't agree with what?
That you experienced the last player sweat, and it's because you don't watch any of the games. So
yeah, no, I have no idea. Anyway, let's open some boxes and then we'll let everybody go. I got 2 light boxes this week. There's not even, oh, here it is. Oh, they moved the info. Let's see what we can get. So we have a 1% chance at 20 essence. What do you think we get?
Level ups.
Yeah, same. Limited level ups is what I live for, Andy.
This is a streamer's dream right here. What we called that one?
What was the chance on that? 30%?
30%
Like a
of the time, it happens
70%
every
chance of getting some kind of essence. And they're like, nah, let's boost those limited cards you don't play.
All right, I'm gonna go with a different call on this one. I don't think you're getting level ups. I think you're gonna get 1 rare essence.
I'm going to get 20 and I'm going to craft the card immediately. If there was ever a reason for content creator luck, here we go.
Just 1.
Hit me.
Just 1.
Ooh,
Man.
just missed.
2 for 2. Batting 1,000.
So that got me up to unbelievable. Andy. Unbelievable. 19 essence.
I love it.
What are my chances of getting more? Oh, come on. Of getting more than...
You'll never know.
They won't even let me find out anymore. Oh, well. Well, maybe next week I'll craft a card. Oh, well. Thank you, everybody, for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. I was going to say I'll be back tomorrow because I'm just used to saying that on Thursdays, but no. I'll be back Monday because, yeah, that's why. So anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming. Andy, happy Friday. And, yeah, don't forget to get those steps in.
Welcome to the Sorare.